Hi. I used to have a pair of California king snakes named Ripley and Hicks. They were so cool, but sometimes snakes have to shed their skin. And when that would happen, they would get so irritable and uncomfortable and their eyes would cloud over. And it was a process. But at the end of the process, there were these glossy, beautiful, healthy snakes underneath all that could see clearly again. So I thought, there's something here. Because a lot of times in my life, I am irritable, I am uncomfortable, and I don't see clearly. So maybe it's time for me to shed my skin. Maybe I need to embrace some new concepts. Maybe I need to be vulnerable enough to let that old skin go and grow into something new. The more we practice, the more we see that's possible. The old me would never dream of doing a side plank, much less grabbing my big toe, but these days I do. So it makes you wonder, what sort of impossible things are actually possible with a little bit of practice and love? I hope that you enjoy this practice. There's so much to fall in love with. Let's begin in a child's pose, a place of humility. Feel the breath inside you, preparing you for practice. We rise to a table pose. Lift your chin, lift your tailbone. Then round your back, powerfully drawing the abdominals in. Lift your right arm, open your chest, then thread it under, twist. Lift your right arm, plant it back down. Left arm lifts high. Thread it under, twist. Reach it high. Place it down. Now, tuck your toes under and come forward to a plank with a strong core. Lower your body with the elbows in. Point your toes back and very gently rise to a cobra. Then release. Press back to a child's pose. Notice your breath. Rise to hands and knees. Lift your chin, lift your tailbone. Round your back. Lift your right arm high. Thread it under. Reach it high. Place it down. Other side. Left arm high. Thread it under. Lift it high. Place it down. Plank, pressing back through your heels, forward through your chest, and then lower your body with the elbows in. Point your toes back. Gentle cobra, hug the elbows in more. Then release. Child's pose. Breathe like you mean it. Rise to hands and knees. Lift your chin, lift your tail. Round your back powerfully. Lift your right arm. Thread it through. Lift it high. Place it down. Left arm lifts. Thread it under. Reach it high. Place it down. Then let's tuck the toes, high plank. Then lower your body with control. Point your toes back, lift your chest with strong legs. Then release. Let's press back towards a downward facing dog. Inhale, come up on your toes. Exhale, press down through your heels. Inhale, up. Exhale, press the heels down. Inhale, up on the toes. And press the heels down. And stay here for a few more breaths, maybe bending one knee and then the other. Take whatever movements warm up your down dog. Let's come up on the toes, walk or float to the front. Half lift, fold. Rise all the way. And hands to the center of your chest. Reach high, then take a side bend towards the right. Reach high, side bend left. Reach high. Fold low. Half lift. Step back to plank. Lower your body with a strong core. Rise to cobra. Tuck your toes, down dog. Lift your right leg and release it down. Lift your left leg. Release it down. And we'll be here about 3 deep breaths. Pressing down through your heels. Pressing strong through each fingertip. Up on the toes, walk or fly. Half lift, then fold. Rise all the way. Palms to center. Reach high. Side bend right, maybe add left leg steps back. Reach high. Side bend left, maybe right leg steps back. Reach up to center, then fold. Half lift, plank. Lower down. Cobra, down dog. Right leg high, keep it high, but inhale up on the left toes, lower the heel. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale, lower the heel. One more time, up and down. Lower your right leg. Lift the left leg. Keep it in the air, but inhale up on the right toes. Exhale down through the heel. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Then lower both legs into your downward facing dog. Feeling where you're warming up, where you're getting to know yourself. Anytime you want to bend one knee and then the other is all good too. Let's walk or fly. Half lift, fold. Rise all the way. Palms to heart. Reach high. Side bend right, add what you like. Reach high. Side bend left. Reach high. Fold low. Half lift. Plank. Lower your body. Find your back bend. Tuck the toes. Lift your hips, down dog. Right leg high, keep it in the air. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale, lower your left heel. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down, then lower the right leg. Other side, left leg high, keep it up, but inhale on the toes. Exhale, lower the heel. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower both legs down. And any movement that you want to play with is all good. Up on the toes, walk or fly. Half lift, fold, rise, palms to heart. Reach up, side bend right. Reach high, side bend left. Reach high, fold low. Half lift, plank, lower down. Open your chest, lift your hips. Right leg high, keep it up. Maybe take 3 handstand hops while you're here. Your choice. Left leg high. Maybe take 3 handstand hops while you're here. Whatever was working in your body. Downward facing dog. How deep can your breath go? How much can you feel? Bend your knees, walk or fly. Half lift, fold. Let's rise all the way. Bend your knees for a chair. Let's take the palms to the heart and then twist right. Press into your hands and you drop your hips lower. Rise all the way. Then twist left. Use your core to turn your chest. Press down to rise all the way, then fold. Half lift, walk or jump back, chaturanga. Lift your heart, lift your hips. Right leg high, knee across to left tricep. Lift it high, step it forward. Inhale to a warrior 1, exhale, lower down. Rise. Down dog. Left leg high. Knee across to right tricep. Lift it high. Step it forward. Inhale to warrior 1. Lower your body. Open your chest. Downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Make the most out of them. Up on the toes, walk or fly. Half lift, fold. Chair, sink low, then twist right. Rise all the way, twist left. Rise, fold. Half lift, long spine. Chaturanga. Lift your heart, lift your hips. Right leg high, knee across. High, then step. Warrior 1, reach. Lower down. Open your chest. Lift your hips. Left leg high, knee across. Reach it high, step it forward. Warrior 1, lower it down. Lift your heart. Lift your hips, down dog. Deeper we breathe, the more we prepare. Walk or fly, half lift, fold. Chair, sink low, then twist further. Reach all the way, twist other side. Reach high, fold low. Half lift, chaturanga. Rise, down dog. Right leg high, knee across, lift it high, step it forward. Warrior one, reach, release it down. Lift your heart, lift your hips, left leg high, knee across, lift it high, step it forward. Warrior one, lower it down, lift your heart, lift your hips. And every breath prepares us for the next and gives us the energy to do the work. Up on the toes, walk or fly, half lift, fold, rise, bend your knees, chair twist. Rise, bend your knees, chair twist. Rise, fold, half lift, chaturanga. Lift your heart, lift your hips, right leg high, knee across, stretch it high, step it forward. Warrior one, release. Lift your heart, lift your hips, left leg high, knee across, stretch it up, step it forward. Warrior one, release it down, open your chest, downward dog. Keep breathing, keep sensing and feeling, not taking any of this for granted. Up on the toes, walk or fly, half lift, fold, rise all the way, twist right, rise all the way, twist left, rise all the way, fold, half lift, chaturanga, cobra or up dog, down dog, right leg high, knee across, stretch it high, step it forward. Warrior one, lower it down, open your chest, lift your hips, left leg high, knee across, reach it high, step it forward. Warrior one, lower it down, lift your heart, lift your hips, breathe. One more time through this sequence, I think we'll be sufficiently warm to move forward. Up on the toes, walk or fly, half lift, fold, rise, chair twist right, rise, chair twist left, rise, fold, half lift, chaturanga. Open your chest, lift your hips, right leg high, knee across, back high, step it forward. Warrior one, lower it down, lift your heart, lift your hips, left leg high, knee across, stretch it high, step it forward. Warrior one, lower it down, lift your heart, lift your hips, breathe like you mean it. So let's move forward. Lift your right leg high, and then begin to bend your knee, stacking your hips to the right, but maybe squaring your chest towards the floor. Right shoulder blade down. straighten your leg and step it forward. Stay up on your back toes. High crescent lunge. Strengthen the legs. Squeeze the inner thigh muscles towards the midline. And try to move your wrists back, finding a back bend in the upper chest. Palms to heart. Twist right. Try to get as much of the tricep on the outside of the knee as you can. And lift your heart to find a little back bend in this twist. Place your left hand down under your shoulder, right hand high. Roll to the pinky side of your left foot, then stack your right foot on top of your left. Side plank. Can you strengthen your legs? Lift your chest higher, lift your hips higher. Both hands down, right knee into the chest. Then thread it under the body and take the left hand high. 3 mermaids, hips down, hips up. Inhale it down, exhale it up. Once more, inhale it down, exhale it up. Hands down, high plank. Lower the body. Lift your heart. Lift your hips. Left leg high. Bend your left knee. Stack your hips towards the left. But maybe square your chest towards the floor, dropping the left shoulder blade level with your right. Then straighten your leg and lightly step it forward. Stay up on your back toes. High crescent lunge. The legs are engaged. The core draws in. And you lift your heart and press the wrists back for a gentle back bend. Palms to heart, right elbow to left knee. Try to get as much of the tricep towards the outside of the knee as you can. Strengthen the legs, engage your belly muscles, lift your heart. Place your right hand down under your shoulder, left hand high. Roll to the pinky side of the bottom foot. Place the left foot on top. Strengthen your legs. Lift your hips. Both hands down, left knee into your chest. Then thread it under, right arm high. Inhale, hips down, hand toward your heart. Exhale, hips rise. Inhale it down. Exhale up and reach. Inhale it down. Exhale, hips up. Then hands down, high plank to low. Lift your chest. Then lift your hips, downward facing dog. Let's come forward to a high plank and lower the body with control. 4, 3, 2, chest down. Interlace your fingers behind your waist and lift your rib cage for a locust. You can also lift the legs. You can also squeeze the legs together. Let it go. Rest on one ear. And come back. This time, bend your knees, reach back for your feet, and kick back to open your shoulders. Can you bring the knees closer together to open the chest more? Release. Place your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes under, and let's lift the knees Lift the belly button and rise up to a chaturanga. Elbows in, then press up to a plank. Down dog. Notice your breath. Up on your toes, walk or fly. Half lift, fold. Rise all the way, then bend your right knee and reach down for your right big toe with the first two fingers. Ashtanga style, pressing the heel forward. Legs are strong, core is active, shoulders are back. Release the leg, other side. Bend your left knee, reach down for your big toe, and stretch the heel forward. Both legs engaged, belly button drawing in towards the spine, shoulder blades squeezing back. Release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Take your vinyasa back to down dog. Right leg high. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Then try to level out your shoulders, lifting your left rib cage. Straighten your leg high, step it forward. Stay up on your back toes. Rise. If you like, place your right hand towards your sacrum for a little feeling of half camel. Find the back bend in the upper chest. Then twist. Try to get the tricep on the outside of your knee. Left hand down, right hand up. Open your chest. The legs are strong here too. The core is active, and that gives you the foundation to lengthen your chest forward, almost like a back bend. Now place the left hand under your shoulder. Step back, side plank. This time lift your top leg. Use your core to lift your hips, and then see what kind of length you can find in the upper back. Hands down, knee to chest. Then thread the right leg under, left arm high. 3 mermaids, hips down, press them back up. 2 more, down, lift it up, down, lift it up. Hands down, high plank to low. Cobra, down dog. Left leg high. Keep it lifted, bend your knee. Stack your hips, but try to level out your shoulders, lifting your right shoulder blade. Straighten. Step it forward. High crescent lunge. Optional, take the left hand towards your sacrum like a half camel. The hips press forward. The core draws in. The rib cage rises. Then find your twist. Tricep on the outside of your knee. Right hand down to the outside of your foot. Left hand high. Strengthen your legs, strengthen your core, and lengthen your chest. Right hand down, step the left foot back, side plank, but lift the top leg this time. And use your core to lift your hips high as you can. Knee into your chest, then thread it under. Right arm high. 3 mermaids, hips down. Press them back in. Hips down, hips up. Down, up. Then both hands down, high plank to low. Open your chest. Downward facing dog. We're taking a few breaths here. So if you need a water break, if there's anything you need, give yourself that gift. Let's walk or fly to the front. Half lift. Fold. Rise all the way. Then bend your right knee. Reach down for the big toe. Extend the heel forward. Feel the strength of both legs. Draw the low ribs in towards the spine. Shoulders back as you lift your heart. Then take the leg out to the side. Again, both quadriceps engaged, core is strong, spine is tall. Bring it back to center. Let it go. Other side. Bend your left knee, grab your big toe, and extend. Same here, legs are strong. Core is locked. Shoulders back. And take the leg out to the side. Same thing. Engage the legs. Connect with your core. And lift the spine tall. Bring it back to center. And let it go. Inhale the arms up. Then fold forward and let's have a little fun. Bend your knees, come up on your toes. Palms towards the center of your chest. Balance. Can you drop your knees? And can you lift them again? 2 more times. Knees down. Knees up. Knees down. Knees up. Control. Then let's sit back and make it a boat pose, grabbing hold of your big toes. Shoulders slide back. Heart rises. Breathing. Release to a canoe, a low boat. Legs are engaged. Core is happily quivering. Arms are strong, like you had a kettlebell in each hand. Then let's release. Slide toward the center of your mat for a bridge pose. Lift your hips. Press down through your shoulders. You can interlace the fingers. You can also come up on the toes if that feels right. Chin is up. Then let's lower the hips back down and pause. You can hug the knees in. If you want to make this more active, grab your heels and bring your forehead to your knees. Breathing. Then release. Either take another bridge or find a full wheel. Your back bend, your choice. Slowly release. Hug your knees in. Rock back and forth, maybe 3 times, massaging your back. Then take your vinyasa back to down dog. One more time through this sequence. How deep can we go? Let's lift the right leg. Bend your knee. And if you want to flip your dog, now would be the time. Unflip if you went there. Right leg high. Step it all the way. High crescent lunge. Maybe both hands by the sacrum, squeezing the elbows in and finding a back bend similar to camel. You might look up at the sky or find the wall behind you. Then let's twist. You're warm, you're ready. Left hand down, right hand up. And try to find the bind, reaching behind you and under the thigh bone. Legs are strong, core is connected. Lift your chest long. Then left hand under shoulder, right hand high. Step back for side plank. Then lift your hips, lift your leg. This time really take it to your edge. How high can you lift the hips? How high can you lift the leg? Can you find a little back bend in your chest? Release, bring the knee in. Then thread it under. Last set of mermaids. Inhale, hips down. Exhale, up and reach. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Down, up, high plank, Vinyasa. Left leg high, bend your knee, stack, and if you want to flip your dog, this is the place. Express yourself. Leg high. Step it all the way. Crescent lunge. Then you can bring the hands behind you if you choose and add that camel back bend. Elbows hug in. It's like the hips are pressing down and the chest is pressing up, finding space. Then let's find our twist. Right hand down, left hand up, and try to internally rotate the right arm to find the bind under the leg and behind the chest. Legs are active, core is strong. Lengthen the chest and see if you can find a little back bend here. Right hand down, left hand up. Step back to your side plank. And this time, lift the top leg as high as you can. Lift the hips as high as you can. Don't hold back. This is your moment. Maybe open the chest like a back bend towards the sky. Knee into chest. Then thread it under the body. Right arm high. Last mermaids, hips down. Hips up, hips down, hips up, hips down, hips up. High plank, take your vinyasa back to downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. How different do you feel versus when we first started? How much more aware? Walk or fly, half lift and fold. Rise all the way, palms to heart. Now, bend your right knee, reach down for the big toe, and extend the heel. We're strengthening the legs, we're engaging the core. This time, Can you find a little more of a back bend in the upper chest? Shoulders back. Open the right leg to the right. Engage your belly more. Lift your rib cage. Maybe look up where the ceiling meets the wall, encouraging that back bend in the upper spine. Bring it to center. Let it go. Other side. Bend your left knee, grab your big toe and extend. Legs are active, core is active, shoulders back. Look for that subtle back bend in the upper rib cage. We bring the left leg out to the left. Same thing, strengthen the core, lift your heart. Try to look up where the ceiling meets the wall. This is the same way it's going to feel when you're on one arm in a few moments. Wax on, wax off. Release to center. Let it go. Inhale, arms up. Then take your vinyasa back to downward facing dog. We're going to practice grabbing our big toes one more time to prepare to do it in a side plank. So however you like, find your way to a seat. You can cross your ankles in front of the body, and then just bring the right leg forward, grab your big toe. Press down through your hips, lift through your chest, shoulders back in that slight back bend. Take the leg out to the side, eyes on one point. Come to center, let it go. Place both feet on the floor, both hands behind you, upside down table, lift the hips. Then can you straighten the legs and slide the hips through the arms? Lift the hips high, then slide them back through. Lift them high, then slide them back through with a strong core. Sit down, and let's find this big toe on the other side. Lengthen the left leg forward, and notice what abdominal muscles you use to stay afloat here. Take the leg out to the side. Keep lifting the chest like that, back bend. Feel everything working together. Come back to center. Let the leg go. Both feet on the mat. Lift your hips for that upside down table. Then slide the hips through the arms, straightening the legs. 2 more times, hips up on an inhale. Slide them back as you exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hips back. Then let's have a seat. And just lengthen and fold forward over both legs. Every inhale, imagine your spine a little longer. Every exhale, settle in. And just calm your mind, calm your breath for the challenge ahead. Rise up. And let's find a plank. Feet together. Roll some weight to your left hand and lift your right. Reach down for your big toe and bring the heel forward. Lift your hips. Imagine a back bend in the upper chest. Eyes on one point. This takes practice. Totally okay to fall out of it. The more you do, the more you're learning. Release. You want to be fancy? 3 chaturanga push-ups in between sides. Yes, you can. Move your body weight to your right hand. Lift your left. Reach down for your big toe. And start to explore this side plank. Lifting your hips. Lengthening your chest like that back bend. Feeling everything. Then let's release. High plank, lower your body all the way. And while we're here, let's stretch the right shoulder. Bring the right arm out to the side. Then bend your left knee and turn your chest towards the left. Breathe. Roll into center. Switch sides, left arm to the left. Bend your right knee. Place the toes towards the floor behind the body as you breathe. Come to center. Hands under shoulders. Press up towards a table pose. And we're preparing for whatever inversions you choose to, but I'm going to demonstrate handstand. Placing your head at the top of an imaginary triangle, hands at the bottom, walk your toes closer towards your hands. Lift your right leg. Can you take your left leg up at 90 degrees? Imagine squeezing the inner thighs towards the midline of the body. Then lift both legs and hold. Hugging the elbows in, shoulders back. Legs active like you're standing. Can you lower the legs halfway and pause, pressing out through your heels, spreading your toes. Then lower the legs down and take a moment either in a child's pose or wherever you want to recover. Then let's rise and prepare for headstand again. Walking your toes closer to your hands, lift your left leg. Can you lift your right leg up at 90 degrees? Imagine hugging the inner thighs towards the midline of the body, like the blades of a scissor. Then slowly lift both legs up, headstand. It should feel like chaturanga arms. Shoulder blades are on the back, elbows are hugging in. Then lower your legs halfway if you can. Pressing out through your heels, feeling the muscles of the legs wrap around the bones. Then release it down, child's pose, or wherever you choose to recover. Let's rise. Tuck your toes, down dog. Let's start to slow the breath down. Deepening it. Switching gears. Right leg high. Step it into a half pigeon. Letting your hips drop down. Letting your chest lengthen. And then falling towards the mat. Deepen your breath to deepen your understanding. Hands under shoulders, rise, and let's roll some weight to the right hip. Swing the left leg up and over. Sitting up tall, let's twist, elbow over knee. pressing down through your hips. Every inhale lengthening, every exhale deepening. Then coming round to center, try to stack your knees in the center, walking the ankles out and forward. Lean your chest forward, Gomukhasana legs. You might feel this in the outer thighs or in the low back. Rise, release your legs, down dog. Check in with yourself. How do we feel? Left leg high. Step it across into your half pigeon and settle in. Deepen your breath to allow the body to recover. Then let's rise, move some weight to the left hip, and wrap your right leg up and over. Sitting up tall, left elbow towards right knee, twist, pressing down through both hips and elevating through each vertebrae. Begin to release. And stack your knees towards the center, walking your ankles out and forward to your own degree. And as you lean forward, you should start to feel the stretch develop in your legs and around the knees. Breathe. Then let's rise and release our legs. Find your way to a downward facing dog. Give yourself what you need. And we're preparing for a frog. If you fold your mat in half, you'll have a little extra cushioning for your knees. From your hands and knees, walk them wide and drop your hips towards the floor. The ankles are as wide as the knees, so it shouldn't feel like a child's pose. It should feel like a pretty intense stretch for the inner thigh muscles. If you want to put a block underneath your rib cage, you can. I had to hold this pose for 30 minutes once at a workshop I went to. And the first 10 minutes were pretty excruciating because my mind wouldn't stop complaining. I was thinking, this is stupid, this hurts, this teacher doesn't know what's good for me. Why are they reading that book about Buddhism? How long is this chapter? And on and on. But once I realized that no amount of complaining was going to get me out of the pose any earlier, my mind quieted down. And then the next 20 minutes weren't so bad. And I wondered how many other situations in my life I was doing the same thing in. These poses have a lot to teach us if we're willing to learn. Begin to release your frog, let it go. And let's find our way onto the back. Lift your right leg high, and you can grab your big toe or interlace your fingers behind the leg. Enjoy a hamstring stretch. You've earned it. And let's take the right leg out to the side, but try to keep your left hip bone down using your core. Relax your shoulders. Bring the leg into center. And then prepare to twist. You can move your hips towards the right side and then bring the right leg out to the left. Maybe walk your bottom knee to center and reach back for your foot for a quad stretch, a twist, and a hamstring stretch at the same time. Then let's let this go. Come back to center. Lengthen your left leg high. You can grab your big toe if you like. This is so comfortable with our spine, completely neutral on the mat. Shoulders relaxed. Start to bring the left leg out to the left, but keep your right hip bone level with your left, which requires a little bit of core. And take the leg up and prepare for your twist, maybe by moving the hips towards the left. Left leg goes to the right side. You can walk the right knee towards the center of your mat. Bend your knee and reach back for your foot. Breathe. Start to bring in a quality of surrender, of letting go. . And let's gently release to center. And with our feet together, let the knees open up to the sides. Relaxing your inner thighs, relaxing your shoulders. And just releasing your body weight into the floor. Then straighten your legs and start to find Savasana. Deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Fill your lungs. Open your mouth and release. Fill your lungs. Then let everything go. And just let your body and your mind enjoy some stillness. Again, you've earned it. Release. Savasana. Let's bring some movement to our fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Wake your body up. And however you like, find your way up to a seat. And let's take a few breaths with a tall spine to acknowledge what this practice does. We learn to adapt to difficult poses, difficult situations. We learn to breathe fully and not shut down under stress. We learn that things that seem impossible maybe aren't so impossible with a little practice and a little love.
Thank you so much for practicing. And if you enjoy these videos, please share and subscribe.